I've been waiting my whole life for this. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for the View host, Sonny Hostin, has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She got she run these women. Tell me why she got her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud, and I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury?
Sonny Hostin is in a world of trouble, and we're not talking about a bad hair day or a Twitter backlash. We're talking a Juv bankruptcy, career on life support trouble. But wait, it gets messier. Her husband. Oh, he's not just dabbling in drama, he's been slapped with a RICO-sized fraud case worth a jaw-dropping $450 million. That's not a scandal. That's a financial Chernobyl. How did America's polished power couple land in this legal meat grinder? Buckle up, because the wheels on this roller coaster haven't even started screeching yet. Trust me, you won't believe how deep this rabbit hole goes.
You're married, Tom, you're married. Your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to some nefarious stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures, and look at her track record. How many times does she have to go on in the past 2 months and look at the camera and do a legal apology for all the stuff that she said on the show? And then she also, on Trump's win, calling the loss because of uneducated white women that Trump won.
We have to know that this is accused.
All accused. Yeah, all accused, but he's in the RICO. This is a big RICO case that her husband's in.
Voice Sonny might have built her brand dissecting political scandal on The View. But those sparring matches look like schoolyard gossip compared to the 5-alarm dumpster fire headed her way. Forget table talk this time. The scandal isn't about what someone else did. Nope, the chaos is coming straight from her own front door. Her husband, the orthopedic surgeon with a scalpel and a side hustle in white-collar crime, has been accused of turning the operating room into a cash register. And Sonny, she might need more than hot takes to navigate this level of PR catastrophe.
Orthopedic surgeon and husband of The View co-host Sonny Hostin is accused in December. Lawsuit fraudulently billing insurance. By the way, this is a Daily Caller story I'm reading. The lawsuit alleges Hostin knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services in exchange for kickbacks and or compensation, and names him among nearly 200 defendants in one of New York's largest RICO cases. Wow. Hostin's attorney Daniel Twites denies the allegations, calling the lawsuit a meritless attempt by a near-bankrupt insurance carrier to intimidate doctors and restrict healthcare benefits. The case involves claims that Hostin performs unnecessary surgeries on patients after minor accidents without exploring less invasive treatments, with American Transit citing New York's 1974 no-fault law as contributing to widespread insurance.
Picture this. You wake up, expecting a regular workday, and instead, find your name linked to a $450 million racketeering lawsuit. That's not a rough morning, that's a full-blown Greek tragedy. When your husband's being accused of masterminding one of the largest insurance fraud schemes in American history, and your day job involves moral grandstanding on daytime TV, the irony practically writes itself. The horse of righteousness she's been riding on The View just galloped straight into a wall of scandal and bounced back with a bankruptcy notice.
Co-host Sonny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud. According to a new lawsuit obtained by Page Six, the orthopedic surgeon was one of 200 defendants named in one of the biggest racketeer influence and corrupt organization cases ever filed in New York. Emmanuel was accused of federal insurance fraud and, quote, getting kickbacks by performing surgery and billing a company that insured taxi companies and Uber and Lyft drivers. According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgery.
So what exactly is this medical madness? According to the lawsuit, Dr. Host was allegedly pocketing kickbacks for surgeries no one asked for and perhaps didn't even need. Knee jobs, shoulder fixes, mystery procedures, all built like they were Black Friday specials. Meanwhile, insurance companies footed the bill for these miracle operations. It's the ultimate bait and switch. Oh, you thought I was healing you. No, darling. I was padding my offshore account.
You always say it's always the people that always do the pointing, and it always comes back to them, all right? So when you said this is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York, you guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia case. Like the mafia one was number one. This one takes it over. So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange for the kickback.
And here's where the plot really thickens. While Dr. Host was out allegedly stacking cash like he's auditioning for Breaking Bad, Surgeon Edition, Sonny's been playing the quiet card. No fiery monologues, no indignant rants, just eerie silence and a perfectly practiced poker face. Maybe she thinks this will blow over, or maybe she's waiting for her next cue. But let's not kid ourselves. When your husband's name gets dropped in one of the biggest fraud cases in New York history, you don't get to sip tea and play innocent. This isn't just a family issue anymore, it's a front-page meltdown. Next voice move, over The Godfather. This is Grey's Anatomy if the surgeons were laundering money instead of saving lives? Sure, insurance companies aren't saints, but in this saga, they're the ones playing victim. Yes, them. The same folks who deny life-saving treatments with a smile and a rejection letter. But now they're crying foul because one doctor may have gamed their system like a rigged slot machine. And here's the kicker: Sonny, the queen of righteous indignation, is now married to a man at the center of a scandal so massive it makes Capitol Hill corruption look quaint. Her husband is just one of 180 defendants accused of siphoning millions meant for actual patients. Let that irony sink in. Next,
guys, this is why we need to seriously have a long, lengthy conversation about healthcare in the United States of America. This is basically it. So Sonny Hostin's husband was basically charged with insurance fraud. What he was doing was doing like fraudulent surgeries and then overcharging the insurance companies for him. This is what this is. So now, of course, he's now being named along with about 200 other individuals in a federal RICO charge case.
Sonny, meanwhile, is doing her best impersonation of someone who's completely unbothered. She's perched on the View's designer set, delivering moral judgments while her husband is allegedly running a surgical scam that would make Tony Soprano take notes. It's peak cognitive dissonance. And this lawsuit, oh, it's not just a one-man show. We're talking a full ensemble cast of shady doctors, crooked clinics, and complicit hospitals. The plaintiff's American Transit Insurance say they were conned into shelling out millions for operations that were either unnecessary or flat-out fake. It's not just a scandal, it's organized medical mayhem.
My whole life for this. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for the View host, Sonny Hostin, has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She got in. She run. These women tell me why she got her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud, and I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury? Roll it, Nick.
You know, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband.
Dr. Host's legal team isn't going down without a fight. In a move straight from the courtroom playbook, his lawyer fired back, calling the lawsuit nothing more than a desperate ploy by a collapsing insurance firm. Translation: it's not fraud, it's a misunderstanding. And also your fault. Classic deflection. But Sonny's reaction? Crickets. This from the woman who never misses an opportunity to torch a political opponent live on air. Where's that fiery energy now? It's like watching a soap opera heroine try to act surprised after being caught with someone else's husband, and in this case, the affair is a $450 million criminal enterprise. Next voice: let's not sugarcoat it. This isn't your everyday scandal, this is a high-stakes billion-dollar courtroom opera. One of the biggest alleged medical fraud cases in modern history. It's not just Dr. Host, it's an entire underworld of corruption. Doctors, insurance, execs, patients, no one comes out clean. It's a twisted mirror held up to our broken healthcare system. Profit first, ethics second. And if Sonny's moral compass is still pointing north, it must be spinning in circles right now. Because this isn't just about one greedy doctor, it's about a system rotting from the inside. The real losers: the patients caught in the crossfire.
Last week, we learned that Sonny's husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, was named in a lawsuit filed by American Transit Insurance Company. He's one of 200 people named in this lawsuit, and they are accusing him of filing fraudulent insurance claims and also getting kickbacks from them. And it's a very serious crime. In fact, it's one of the largest, if not the largest, RICO case in New York's history. And they're seeking $450 million. And Sonny and her husband, they are fighting back. They've hired legal eagle Mark Garagos to help them fight this case, and they're claiming that this is completely baseless.
So, what now for Sunny? Maybe it's time for a new monologue. You know, folks, healthcare is a disaster. And so is my marriage. The longer this case drags on, the more The View will start to look like the least controversial corner of her life. Dr. Host hasn't been convicted yet, but the allegations are volcanic. And if this saga continues, she might end up deciding whether divorce is cheaper than splitting legal fees. Once upon a time, Sunny Hostin had it all: a career, a platform, a seemingly untouchable public image. Now, she's starring in one of the wildest, most humiliating scandals in recent media history, and the show is far from over. Will Dr. Host beat the charges and strut back into his clinic like nothing happened? Or will he go down in flames, writing his memoir from a holding cell instead of a hospital lounge? Every day, a new detail leaks. Everyone sounds like it was scripted by Shonda Rhimes. At this rate, don't be surprised if he shows up in court wearing sunglasses, smirking, and saying, "This is just the beginning, baby." Because let's face it, the only thing more absurd than this scandal.
Anna went in a different direction. But I love the fact that, Manny is younger and he's
How
very...
much younger is he?
Just a little bit.
He's like 1 year, isn't he?
Like a month or a year or 10 years?
No,
5 years.
It's more than a year.
Oh.
Anyway, it's not about me. I think.
Oh, no.
I think that it's very helpful that he's handy, and when we travel, I'm not picking up any bags. He's the one that's hefting them overhead. He
Exactly.
throws the garbage out.
Right.
He does the heavy stuff.
Dr. Host's legal team isn't going down without a fight. In a move straight from the courtroom playbook, his lawyer fired back, calling the lawsuit nothing more than a desperate ploy by a collapsing insurance firm. Translation: it's not fraud, it's a misunderstanding. And also your fault. Classic deflection. But Sunny's reaction? Crickets. This from the woman who never misses an opportunity to torch a political opponent live on air. Where's that fiery energy now? It's like watching a soap opera heroine try to act surprised after being caught with someone else's husband, and in this case, the affair is a $450 million criminal enterprise. Next voice: let's not sugarcoat it. This isn't your everyday scandal, this is a high-stakes billion-dollar courtroom opera. One of the biggest alleged medical fraud cases in modern history. It's not just Dr. Host, it's an entire underworld of corruption. Doctors, insurance, execs, patients, no one comes out clean. It's a twisted mirror held up to our broken healthcare system. Profit first, ethics second. And if Sunny's moral compass is still pointing north, it must be spinning in circles right now. Because this isn't just about one greedy doctor, it's about a system rotting from the inside. The real losers: the patients caught in the crossfire.